Hey, what is going on guys? Ben here, and today I'm super excited to be unboxing and reviewing the brand new Boosted Stealth. So let's get started. Alright guys, now I'm super excited to get right into the brand new Boosted Stealth. As you can see, this is a new design box. It's all black. You can see some of the specs on the front. On the back, we have more of the specs. The most important things are the charge time, 1 hour and 45 minutes, the 5 riding modes, the range, which is 14 miles, and the actual weight of the board, which is a really heavy 17 pounds. So this board is definitely not going to be light. But why don't you say we get into the box and slide off this cover? It is so tall that it doesn't even go beyond the ceiling. Do you see that? All right, let's open this up and reveal the Boosted Stealth for the very first time. Oh, wow. Okay, so there's the board. You can see the new black wheels. Got some candy silica gels. So what do you say we pull this up and take out the accessory box for now? Inside the accessory box, it's probably going to be very similar to what I did with the Boosted Mini. That was my last video that you can go check out right up here in the corner. But we've got 3 steps to riding and a manual, and there's nothing else in there. Then beneath that, we have the remote itself. This is the same ergonomic remote as all the other boards, but now it supports 5 riding modes. Then beneath that, you get a whole bunch of accessories. This actually looks a little bit different, so we'll go into this. So you get extra belts in here. They assume that you're gonna get more wear on this board, so they include a replacement set of belts and a tensioning rod, along with 1 extra, if I can get it out, 2 extra little screws. These are what you use actually on the metal plates that protect these belts so that you can attach them. So it's very nice that they include this belt service kit right in the box, along with some stickers. Beneath that, we got the charger, and then we get this one final box with the Boosted logo on it. And in here, so this is what you use to adjust your trucks, make them tighter or looser. And then in here will be the charging cable and lanyard for the remote. All right, so let's put all of this off to the side. And what do you say we take a closer look at the brand new Boosted Stealth? All right, now before I jump right on into the review, I know you probably saw my arm in the intro. I will get into that later. But let's jump on right into the review and first start off by talking about the design of this brand new board. All right, now as you can see, the brand new Boosted Stealth follows a new black colorway. So now the entire deck, both the top and the bottom, is black. At the top, you have this dual tone grip tape with a more finer, lighter color at the front where the Boosted logo is placed. And then in the back, you have a coarser, darker color. At the bottom, there's this nice glossy, shiny bottom to the deck, and that features the 3 different colors of the black board. Now along the rim of the board, you have a black band. This is part of Boosted's new way to reinforce the edge of the board. See, the old board, I had a lot of issues with denting, but on this new board, I have no issues when resting it down on the tail. It's not dented in for the time I've ridden it. I think this new deck will hold really well compared to the old board. Boosted actually completely redesigned this new deck. They used to use loaded decks for all of their boards, but now they use their own custom deck that has a mix of poplar in it and then some plastics and foams, and it overall creates a really great ride. When I was riding this around, I really enjoyed the ride of it. All right, first time getting on the new Boosted board. Alrighty, I think I got the hang of it in mode 4. Now let's kick it up to mode 5. All right. Alrighty, first time giving it full throttle. Ready, set, go. Oh my god! Oh, and I've hit top speed. Okay, this thing is wicked fast. Holy moly. Wow, okay, there's a lot of power to this thing. I thought it was only gonna be like an incremental boost to the Boosted V2 here. Wait, let me pull throttle. Oh. Noise this thing makes. Sorry about the wind, but this thing is really, really powerful. Alrighty, Now, one thing that I was definitely afraid of, and I'm gonna fix this right now, is that because this thing is so fast, it actually gets more speed wobble than the other boards. So even though I tightened the trucks a little bit when I pulled it out of the box, this thing needs a lot of adjustment in order to get it into what I would call a safe to ride top speed mode. So right now I'm just gonna tighten up the trucks maybe 2/3 of a turn each. All right, it's a good thing I brought this tool out with me in my pocket, and it's really nice that they include it in the box, because the way it comes in the box is way too loose to ride in mode 5. I've adjusted the trucks a little so that it's more comfortable to ride. One thing I will say that I've noticed is that ride quality is much smoother than what it was on the V2. I think that's in part due to the bigger wheels, but they also redesigned the deck a little bit so that the deck is now a little bit more soft. I think it dampens the hits and the bumps in the road a little bit better. The board itself actually has more space than the old one. Since they got rid of the boat design, it's actually much more comfortable for my feet to be on this board. Alright, so that was a little braking test for you right there. The brakes on this thing are just as impressive as the acceleration. I don't know what they did. This board has been refined in every single manner. It features metal pulleys. It has a larger deck that's made of a composite material. It goes 24 miles per hour versus the 22 of the old board. It has larger 85mm wheels that give you a smoother ride, and they're also a little bit grippier than the old one since now Boosted is designing their own wheels. It's got thicker, more sturdy trucks that actually, one thing I haven't noticed anybody talking about, but I've noticed, since these trucks are rounded, it's actually easier to carry the board than the old one. They don't dig into your hands as much, which I like. They also put a new battery on this board, so this now features out of the box the extended range battery, meaning you can go up to 14 miles of range on this thing. Now, if you're riding in its fastest mode to get the 24 miles per hour, you're not gonna get all 14 miles of range, you're gonna get something more of like 3 or 4. Now, in designing this board, they now introduced a 5th riding mode. See, with the old board, you would have 4 riding modes, a regular, an eco, a pro, and an expert. Now they've introduced this 5th new hyper mode, and that allows this board to go 24 miles per hour at an insane acceleration curve. So all around, this is a majorly improved product, and you can really feel that in the ride. Jumping from a V2 Dual Plus, which is what I used to ride almost every day, to something like this, the Boosted Stealth, it really feels like a massive bump up, and it's something like jumping from the V1 to the V2, and I've really noticed a difference in the ride. And it's also not something that's crazy fast, like you feel like you have a lot of control over this board. The way Boosted designs everything around it, even though it has an insane acceleration curve and an insane top speed, you don't feel like you're out of control at any of it. The remote is super responsive, and I love the way that they designed the whole experience. If you're already a V2 owner and you wanted something faster and more powerful that can go farther, this is definitely a great upgrade. Although it is a little pricey at $1,600, I think that's just beyond the price range of most people. I think $1,500 would have been perfect. So I can only recommend it if you really need something that's much more powerful and faster. But if you're like a beginner rider or somebody wanting to get into the Boosted ecosystem, this is by far way beyond what you need. I'm still gonna probably use my V2, as this is a little bit too powerful for my taste, to be honest. You have to remember that 22 miles per hour with the older board is still insanely fast. And having something that goes a little faster like this, while it is awesome, I don't think it's 100% necessary. But overall, the Boosted Stealth is an amazing product, and that's why I do recommend it if you want something that has those higher end performance specs, and if you love that black colorway. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please hit that like button. Also comment down below letting me know what you thought. Also, make sure to subscribe, as I have a lot more content coming out in the very near future, so you want to make sure you're going to catch that. Anyway, thanks, subscribe, peace out. See you next time. Alright, I just wiped out. I think I got that on camera, I'm not actually sure. Hit my elbow, it's a little bit bloody. Always wear a helmet and ride carefully, because this thing is dangerous. Alright, that's it. Closing out this video. Peace. Also make sure